Hello guys, I didn't expect to see you this soon, but there's an update on the PTR already. 4 days after its original release, they already updated it. I guess the feedback that the people have made, they kind of take serious, so they're updating it really fast. That's a huge positive. I'm very happy about that. Let's dive into the changes. I'm gonna tell you what I think, my theory craft. We're gonna, I'm gonna go through all the changes and say if I like them or not. And also we're gonna jump in game to see some of the new things. So everything in blue here is new. So first we have obviously like nothing changed here. They just added a few things, and the things that they did change are in blue. So Spire build time is faster. Makes sense if you want to have more Spire play and reduce the cost by 50-50. That's not a lot. You can also reduce like its build time. I do like that. That seems like a good change. I mean, why not? More variety, that's exactly how you do it without making it too imba. The question is like a 5-second build time faster, like, is it really like that impactful? We'll have to see. I don't think this is going to change a whole lot, but if Zergs now feel more motivated to go like mutas because their Spire builds 5 seconds faster, sure, it's a good thing, I guess. And here, this is... So this is the huge change. So now Microbial Shroud is an upgrade and it costs 100 energy. That makes sense. In my testing from my previous video, I mean, I haven't played any games yet, but that spell seems really strong. And to put it as a like late game upgrade, like an expensive upgrade as well, and to make the cost of it also more expensive, is the right way of doing things. Simply because it was too powerful, I think. Without even testing, I think it was too powerful. This makes it more bearable. It's still very powerful, but it's like more valuable. So like they can't just like spam it. They can also not get it like that early because they have to research and upgrade. So I like it. If this like makes it like a very useful ability while not being broken, it's a good thing. Mothership movement speed reduced. It's a little bit slower. Okay, I mean Mothership against Terran, not that impactful, so I'm not gonna go much deeper into that. We have Psionic, so Psystorm duration is now, increased from, it was 0.4 to, what are these numbers? I'm a little bit, duration increase, what? What are these numbers? 0.4 to 0.5? I guess, like, I'm confused. Somebody tell me what this means. Maybe I'm gonna figure it out myself. Basically, it lasts longer, but like I don't understand these numbers. And the radius is now bigger, and the period reduced, and the period count increased, so it does more damage, like faster. But it still has like the 5 ticks here, basically. We'll have to do some in-game testing, but it does more damage, basically. And it has more radius. Now, this is actually quite a huge change combined with this here. The Nova radius increased. The Nova cooldown decreased. And the Stasis word here, by the way, this is not really impactful for Terran, but Stasis word lasting like 3 minutes. That was terrible. This is a good change. But so, Disruptor buff and like Storm redesign. I'm a big fan of the redesign. This is something new. I like it. Disruptor buff, it's a lot. Like 1.5 to 1.75 is a lot. And also the cooldown reduced. I mean, the Disruptor is a 4 supply unit these days. So I kind of understand it, you know. And combined with the Terran buffs, I mean, I'm not against it. We'll have to do some testing to see how it is. I like giving TOS some like more strength, like in the late game kind of thing, you know, so. This, I think, could be a very good change, yeah. I'm not against it. We'll have to do some testing in-game to see how it is. And now here, the Viking cost reduction. That was silly. It costs as much as the Stalker. Now it costs the same gas. I like that as well. It gives Terran more mid-game power because Terran really struggles in the mid-game against TOS. And the Viking is a unit that doesn't have any impact in TVZ. So if you reduce its cost, I think it makes sense. 25 mineral reduction is also pretty decent, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this cost kind of makes sense for what the Viking is in TVP these days. The only thing I might not like about it is that it makes like Stargate openings like even less viable. But I don't even think that's a bad thing, because like Stalker openings are fun anyways. And the Liberator site is reduced, so I'm not sure if that has really much of an impact. I guess maybe for Liberator harassment. I actually don't really know what this means myself, what they're trying to accomplish. I'm just gonna guess it's for like harassment type of play. Not a bad thing. But yeah, overall, I think they're going in a much better direction. We have an upgrade for the Shroud. We have a useful like spell, you know, like 50% damage reduction against Terran. It's insane. So this goes in a nice direction. Protoss like Storm redesign, Disruptor more strength. And you know, nobody talked, like, everybody's like, this is like the most random change here that I have selected. The surveillance mode from the Observer. Like from, like now it's like visible. Like why is that the case? Like TOS, you know, especially at the mid-tier level, is the easiest race. We have so many Protosses at like semi-pro level. And one of the reasons is because they can literally have like, I like to call it map hack, with observers by just building like a couple extra observers and having them like on F2 mode on the map, and then they can just use F2 for free. I'm a big fan of this change, so that like, yeah, the Protosses don't just use like observers like that all the time. So that kind of stuff is great. You're giving Protoss like more power in the later game with Disruptors, with Blink DTs. That is good as well, because TOS is a little bit weaker in the late game. So it like goes in a good direction. Like Terran gets some strength as well in the early game, because energy overcharge, for example, is not as strong anymore. Yeah, so that's like the main issue about PvT. We'll see if they fix it. Like the main issue is like the early to mid game is like nightmare for Terran, because you're always behind. You can't deal damage, and then you just get stormed to oblivion. And with these changes to especially overcharge and storm, the question is if that's going to change. That's what we're gonna have to wait and see. And considering how quick they updated the PTR, that also means that we might get another update very soon. We'll see about that. Let's jump in game to see how the changes just look in game. Okay, so here we are in the unit tester. I got myself a bunch of high Templars, and now what we're gonna have a look at is to see how good Storm is. So let's see if a medevac can out-heal the Storm. That should not be the case anymore. So can this out-heal the Storm? I don't want to Storm the medevac actually. Like this. And yes, it can. As you can see, it does way better damage now, way more consistent. Let's see how it is with the big blob of bio here. By the way, look at this radius. Like, I can storm so much here, it's insane. Look at that. And the units, they do go down fairly quickly. So the question is this like quick enough? Or is this like too quick? Like, can I run away? I think it's like on the edge, which is kind of what it's supposed to be, right? Like, if now there's like a couple high Templars, and like my bio like runs in, and then I'm like, oh, I need to go. I actually don't lose any Marines here, so in that regard, it seems like good. It seems good. I mean, I don't really know what to say. It just seems good. It seems like it doesn't deal like crazy damage, so like you lose everything instantly like it was before. I do like that, because there were many games where Protoss would just get infinite storms, and like if you don't have like any, like I can actually like fight into those high Templars possibly now, because like it's hard to do it here, but I'm gonna try. Because I can just stutter step like through the storm without losing all my bio, you know what I mean? So like if I now have like, if they have high Templars, I can actually fight them with like pure power. Even if there's like storms, I can like push through there. And that's like a good thing. And it still seems like they are quite strong. I think that might be too strong with the radius though. Like the radius is insane. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's insane. Like this sort of radius, like I can storm all of this nearly. So that seems a little bit insane. But overall, it seems to go, like I said before, it seems to go in a nice direction. I do like it overall. I hope perhaps that they're gonna make it maybe a little bit like smaller again. Because I think the radius is kind of insane. So the area that it's, yeah, being casted on. Okay, so next we're gonna do a strength test. We're gonna see how the bio does if I'm just tanking the storms like a man. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's tank the storms to the face. And what I'm paying attention here is like how fast, let's maybe get a little bit more bio. How fast does the bio go down? That's kind of what I'm testing here. How fast does the bio die? Let's do it like this maybe. And the answer is it dies really fast. So like the storm is strong. I think you can see a difference between this one and the one before. This one is still strong. This one is still very powerful. And I really can't fight into this. The other one I couldn't really do this as well. Like I can't like just stand here and tank that. I mean that's how it's supposed to be, right? But this is a pure strength test to see like how powerful it is. And yes, it still seems very, very powerful. The storm that is. It seems like it's extremely powerful. As you can see, it can still kill everything. And with the radius increase, I might even say it's too strong. Like, I like the change, but I think the radius is a little, like, it's pushing it a little bit, right? That's kind of my take on it right now, after looking at it for the first time. Let's have a look at the Disruptor. Okay, let's have a look at the Disruptor and see how many ghosts we can kill with one Nova. Right? Oh wait, what? Oh, look at that. The Nova now has like a little... Oh, that's cute. It also has a little area when you cast a spell now. We can kill a lot of ghosts instantly. Okay. That is a big radius, isn't it? So that was 19. We can kill 19 ghosts at the same time if they are clumped up. Okay, let's do like some bio then. Let's go for some bio. Yeah, I mean, Marauders don't get one-shotted, that's like the big thing. So like, even if we cast like 3 Novas in here, like the Marauders don't really die. I mean, it's a radius increase again. I mean, what do you want me to say? I do like the radius increase. I think buffing the Disruptor is not a bad thing. However, what I don't like is that the cooldown is also being reduced. I think that is not a good thing. Because if you also reduce the cooldown... Actually, let me fact check this. Did they reduce the cooldown? Yes. So the cooldown is reduced. So for this reason, they should maybe just do one of the things. And I am like for the radius increase, but I'm against the cooldown reduction. Because like the radius, as you can see, like it doesn't one-shot Marauders. So it's not like crazy broken. It's fine. Like, since it doesn't one-shot the Marauders, I think it's fine. But maybe it's pushing it a little bit too much to also reduce its cooldown. Because then we're once again living in the era of like infinite Disruptor shots. And that was a huge problem in the past. You know, when the Protoss, like let's say they have like a Zealot Stalker army like this. Like the Protoss, if they have like, let's say 8 Disruptors, they would literally just have infinite like Disruptor shots. So like if you try and fight it with bio, you would have to like run into the Novas all the time. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe Terrans just have to like, you know, they run away Nova. Maybe Terrans just have to build Liberators then. I'm not against it. These are things you can't really say right now. Testing it here in the unit test, that doesn't seem like it's broken. The cooldown, I'm not sure, but like the radius, it's okay. I don't mind it. I think it's okay. Yeah, and that will also do it for the testing. I mean, not much more has changed. I'll see you again if there's gonna be like a next update. Leave a comment, discuss, and tell me what you think. There's always a very interesting topic, the theory craft. It's kind of a shame that the PTR is kind of inactive. So it's like kind of hard to like find games and stuff. For this reason, it's hard to like find proper games. It also feels like a lot of the pros, they just don't wanna like try stuff, you know? It's like yesterday there was a PTR tournament, but like barely anyone really played. So yeah, it's a little bit of a shame, but I'm sure we're gonna see some more games now in the next few days, and I'll keep you up to date. See you next time. Bye bye.